I'm the type where I want to go on a dance floor. Okay, I want to go on a dance floor, dance. That's my thing. Whenever I look at people at tables just going like this from the sideline, doing nothing, it just annoys me. It doesn't look fun to you. It doesn't look fun to me at all. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 12 of Vibes Podcast. I'm your co-host, Medvin.
And I'm the other host, Ted. Ted.
This is Ted. Okay, so for this episode, we decided not to have a guest because we just thought that for the past two, we did have heavy engagement, right? So we just decided to...
Heavy
engagement. So we decided that we should...
Guys, we're growing. We're growing quick. The Vibes Army... The Vibes Army is now at 37 subscribers. That's we're basically doing 4 times from last month.
We're basically the king of YouTube right now. We're on the top of the charts.
Yeah, I think we're almost who's the CEO of YouTube? They hit us up and
anyway,
and they're gonna be the next guest.
So we just wanted to have a podcast where it's just us two, so you guys get to know us a little bit more. And I swear to you guys, we are sober, completely sober. We just laugh a lot, but we just want to say where we're headed. Why don't you tell them a little bit about where we're headed?
I think this episode is more gonna be about the general like vibes podcast. I think
I'll take it from there.
Where we're trying to do with this whole podcast, where we're heading, like the whole structure of it, what we're trying to do. As you guys can see, like we bring on like a bunch of guests. Obviously, it's for you guys as however like entertaining and informative as it can get. We try to bring on the best people. We're based out in LA, so we're starting out from.
I think they know that.
Well, the people that are just joining us now. We're based out in LA, and the guests that we bring on are very high influential people in LA that a lot of people usually ask the questions of like, who are these guys? What did they do? And like, where they come from? And that's our job as the Vibes guys to kind of bring them down here and have them vibe with us and just like chill and just kind of like get a whole debriefing of who they are and where they come from and like their whole uprising, whether it's they're starting a business or, you know, they're doing a movement, whatever it may be.
Right. I just wanted to say though, there's a division of, for example, whenever I watch a podcast, there's times where I want to watch a podcast for the information that I receive from it, right? Yeah. But there's times where I like to watch it for strictly entertainment. So whenever we bring on a guest who, let's say they have a business going on, whether they're an actor or whatever they are, right?
Yeah.
I want to know also from the viewers if they want us to ask them personal questions about their life that's entertaining, or something like how did this business start and motivation, or like tips and stuff like that. Because
so far a bunch of the kind of feedback that we're getting is that people like the more structured interview style podcast.
Right.
And I mean, we're completely cool with that. We just also wanted to add some sort of like entertainment value to it. So, you know, I don't know. That's just because that's us. I mean, because when we watch an interview or a podcast, like, I don't know about you, but I get bored when it's just like strictly like informative, especially when it's coming from like two guys that like, I mean, we don't know everything in the world. We're here just like you guys, trying to learn from these people, trying to share to like their knowledge and grow from it. So it's not like we know everything. So
a couple things I'm asking the viewers. One thing is we need to get our subscriber and review count up. So on iTunes, if you guys do watch on the podcast app, please go and review our podcast. Give it a good rating, positive feedback. That really helps us grow on the channel. And in addition, on YouTube, if you watch on YouTube, subscribe, make
like
sure to
the
review,
video, comment
whatever it is. And also, one thing that we did get is, for example, a couple people messaged us saying, hey, either I would like to be on the podcast, or I know someone that has a cool story that would love to be on the podcast. And we appreciate that, and we definitely take those into consideration, because we basically, I guess our game plan is to start. Essentially, we're in Glendale. We started in Glendale, right? We're growing, and then it's gonna go to LA. So we're gonna get the bigger cats in LA, and then from LA it's gonna go, let's say, to California, and then hopefully when we're big enough,
we're nationwide, baby. We'll go to flying to Dubai.
We can get bigger and bigger people on here. So that's the game plan. But when you start off small, when you develop like a little like cult following, because it's like you have Glendale as your support group, and then you grow and grow and grow. So we definitely want to get bigger people on here. And if you do know someone that is relatively famous or influential or whatever, and you want them to come on and you have some hookups, we would definitely appreciate it. And I guess maybe you would be rewarded greatly. Whatever it is,
maybe.
However we can help you, however Teddy can help you.
Yeah, we can.
Teddy will write you a check.
Nah.
No?
Not yet. Depends on who it is. If you bring us Trump, we'll definitely pay you.
Oh, Trump, or you'll get a cool $15. But with that said,
I don't know. I mean, just going back to the whole engagement thing on YouTube, since you guys are watching this right now as I'm speaking, whoever's watching, just take 3 seconds and just click a like or subscribe or a comment or whatever. I know it's like very like meaningless to you guys, like it's not meaningless, like you guys think it means nothing, but it really helps us out. And if you guys are enjoying if you don't like it, hit a dislike. Like, just let us know. At least we'll know, like, hey, or this video,
you can message us and let us know that you don't like it. But
let's get the most dislikes on this video.
Absolutely right? Not. But one cool thing we did, and not the reason we don't have a guest, because we did want to make it a little personal about ourselves, but we both went on trips this weekend. I went to Vegas and you went to Portland.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about how Portland was? Did you keep it weird? Was it weird?
Dude, the whole saying of Portland, keep it weird, I don't understand. There was no weird people there. Like,
But I mean, what do you define as weird? I would define myself as very weird.
Yeah, but I guess, but if I saw you walking down the street, I would be like, oh, this guy's weird.
Okay, people aren't walking going like this.
Well, but I think that's the whole idea of it, maybe. I don't know.
It's just a circus town? Circus freaks? No, I mean, I guess it just, the vibe is weird. I don't know.
It was more of like a cozy, chill vibe.
Did you like it? But I mean, from the snaps that you sent us, it was more of like a stay in, watch movies type of thing.
It was like a cozy. We stayed at the hotel and we binge watched all of Stranger Things.
So you go to another state to do that?
Yeah, but we also like went out for lunch, for dinner, for breakfast. We went shopping. They have like not a farmer's market, a craftsman's market, where we bought this game. It's called The Real Game of Life. And it's actually a really fun game. We'll play it. But it was this guy that he made it himself through like life events that he went through in his life. Because the real game of life is based on like money, and like you win the game if you have the most money.
Okay.
Right? And like the irony about this guy's game, the real game of life, is that there is money aspect in it, but it means nothing at the end. Like you can have a good job, you can have this. The way you win the game is by gaining the most happiness points, and then you gain that through like rolling dice. Let's say you go like there's one that said like your neighbor hangs themselves and lives or something like that, and like you get to experience that through the game because he experienced that. His neighbor, I guess, hung himself. I don't know. It was just crazy.
Okay, so besides this game, someone going to Portland, what would you recommend them to do?
Definitely go to the Saturday. It's every Saturday. They have a handmade market, crafts market. I don't know what it's called, but that's what it is. Go to Powell's bookstore. We spent like hours there. We went to Lardo for lunch. It's like everything is just like pork based and like bacon, pig, like stuff like that. But the breweries there, insane. We went to this place called Duchess
Nice.
Brewery and 10 Barrel Brewery. Amazing beer. Like they handmade. They brewed that beer themselves, and it was very good.
Okay, well,
but I bet.
But do you recommend going in Portland?
Definitely, yeah. Maybe not too much winter time because then it gets too like. there's so much more to do in Portland that we didn't do, which was going to the gardens, going to the Oregon Zoo, going to like the waterfalls. Like there was so much shit that we didn't do, but that's because it was raining. Like we couldn't do that, and we were only there for 2 days. But
that's good.
Definitely would go back.
Okay.
How's Vegas?
Vegas was definitely not a cozy, chill in your room type of thing. I did exactly the opposite of what you
guys
did.
partied, huh?
So
I actually, like, realistically, guys, I didn't even know what you guys did. And
he has no idea, and I can't really reveal everything on podcast.
What happened in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Sure, I mean it's not like oh my god crazy, but I'm just saying like so one phenomenon that I would always argue with a couple of my friends is the idea of tables, right? So I've gone to Vegas many times, maybe I don't want to say many, like 5 times, right? Since I was 21, okay? And we never really got tables, right? Maybe we knew someone that had table and we like said what's up and stuff like that, but we never really got our own table, right? A couple of us. So this time we're like, because I'm the type where I want to go on a dance floor, okay? I want to go on a dance floor, dance. That's my thing. Whenever I look at people at tables just going like this from the sideline, doing nothing, it just annoys me. It doesn't look fun to you. It doesn't look fun to me at all. So that was my whole argument. But I'm the type of guy that wants to try everything, you know? So I'm like, why not? We spend a lot of money on tables. Spend?
You guys went like balls deep, huh?
We got tables both nights.
Where?
One was at Omnia.
You guys didn't go to Hakkasan?
No. Because Hakkasan, no good DJ was playing this weekend. Omnia was Steve Aoki.
Nice. And Friday, William saw him at the airport after?
Yeah, the morning of when he went to fly, he was sitting next to him. But Friday, I'm not an EDM guy, so you'd probably know him, but I don't know his name. So I can't.
Was it XS?
No. It wasn't at XS. It was at... It was one of those places. I don't know. Whatever. I just remember Omnia because Omnia was way funner because it was Steve Aoki. Aoki.
Aoki, I don't know.
Yeah, it was his birthday, so he went extra
No way. Did he throw the
I didn't see it because
he always does that.
No, I didn't see it. Maybe he did. But
he definitely did.
But what I'm trying to say here is it definitely changed my mind about tables where you like if the table's big enough, in which Omnia it was, you can pretty much have a party at your table. From what I remember going to the tables was people were just like I said, just going like this, a couple of them. But when we brought so many people at our table, there was like maybe like 25 people at our table. It was a party in itself.
No way. So here's the thing. I remember, we've gotten tables here at LA. They're bigger than the ones in Vegas, right? Like the ones in Vegas were bigger than the ones here in LA.
The tables. I mean, it depends. For Omnia one was yes, right? Like for example, Le Jardin. That one was pretty big, right? Like that one. Is it?
I don't know. It wasn't that. No, I don't know. I haven't been to Omnia.
We fit a lot of people. Like, it was like a big 20 heads. Yeah, there was a lot of people there.
I've been to Vegas, and there's those like the bouncers that say like, "Yo," and like. I don't know. They go up to the girls and like, "Yo, this guy wants you at the table." Yeah, I mean, did you guys have a bouncer of yourself, or?
Bro? So I go to the bathroom, and I tip the guy $5.
Yeah.
Okay, just whatever. Okay, I tip the guy $5. This feeling guy,
a little giving.
This guy literally treated me like royalty for $5. I was kind of embarrassed because, and he's like, anytime you and your friends come. Right to the bathroom, just let me know, and then you'll go to the front of the line because obviously it was packed, and every time you want to go to the bathroom, it was like a 10-minute wait. So it was packed, and literally, I'm like, okay, I don't know what this guy's really saying. I don't know if he's just pulling my chain, but like literally every single time, like, and obviously you're drinking, you're gonna go to the bathroom a lot. So let's say I go 3 times an hour, okay.
Jesus, yeah, 3 times an hour.
Yeah, okay. So that's not the point. My point being is I'm standing in the back of the line. This guy sees me. Right, I'm bald headed.
This is the second time you went,
bro. This is
after you tipped.
This is the second time. This is the 30th time. This is the whatever time. This guy sees me. I'm telling you, I paid him $5. Okay,
so the whole night, every time he saw you,
I paid him $5. That's like if I paid him $100, this wouldn't be an interesting story.
Yeah, it would have been like
okay, like obviously it's his duty, right? To do. I paid him $5. Okay, and literally he would see me at.
Are you sure it was $5? How drunk? Were you drunk?
No. He would pull me and take me all the way, and there's like a secret bathroom that. I guess VIP they called use, and he would always pull me and be like, "Hey, yo, this guy's VIP," and he'd take me all the way to the back, and that's it every single time. And then, so like our guys, whenever they were with me, he would just pull us all and take them in.
So
and it was crazy
when the guys found out, every time they had to go to the bathroom, we were like, "Hey, yo, Med, come with me."
Sash was telling me, he's like, he would just say, "I'm the bald headed guy's friend." So he would get pulled, but I don't know. For me, it was just crazy how $5.
It could also be. Did they know that you guys probably got a table? Could also be that
they did know that, but I only told him that. He asked me that maybe on the 4th time I was there.
Shoot, how many times you used the bathroom?
A lot. I mean, we were there for a good amount of time. Let's say like 10:30, 11 to like 3, 4. I don't know, whatever. But
wow, sounds like fun.
It was very fun. It was very fun. But it's all I know is I can't. If you told me to stay there one more night, I would have said there's no way. I can't. Maybe when I was 18 I could. But at this now, man, even after the one night, even like Coachella, bro, when we go to Coachella, after the second night, bro, the third night, I'm a zombie, everyone around me is a zombie. There's no way, bro. Like, you get dehydrated, your head starts hurting, you're too old.
We're not the same anymore. That's crazy. And like, when you notice it, I've noticed that recently too. It's like we were at dinner for my dad's birthday and we were drinking, whatever, we're having a good time celebrating. And then the next day, like I noticed, like I couldn't get up, like I couldn't, like luckily it was a Sunday the next day, but I literally just like was in bed the whole day. Yeah, and it's crazy. I couldn't. Usually, like I would be up. Like I remember I would get up in the mornings and go for a hike the next day, and like I would get breakfast and then drink the night again. Let's say in high school or college.
It's like you wake up in the morning feeling like death. And by the way, I don't know why we never realized this, but Vegas, the alcohol stores are much more expensive. Like a bottle of,
we did know that. I knew that.
Because we would always like, I don't know what we would always drink.
We'd always take
not even that. We would drink at the bar and stuff like that, which we already knew was expensive. But
every time I've gone,
a bottle of like Ciroc that's like $22.
It's like $50.
It's like $50.
Yeah.
So that was annoying.
From what I remember, every single time we've gone to Vegas, we've taken a couple bottles from here. Or remember that one time we went and we stayed at my house there? We went to the Vons nearby.
And that was because that was more on the outskirts.
Yeah, so it was a little bit more outskirts, so it was cheaper.
Yeah. But also, if you do go, I didn't know this. But so
take your alcohol.
Let's just say you have. So every table has like, let's say it's $4,000, right? Yeah. So you have a $4,000. Doesn't mean it's $4,000 to sit there. It's $4,000 of a limit of alcohol you get to spend on, right? So they bring you the menu in the beginning, and then they say, so this is $800. This is $1,000. Blah blah blah. So let's just say it was like this.
What did you guys get?
So the regular bottle was like $900 of Grey Goose, and then the Magnum, which is a 1.75, was only like $300 more. But it's about twice or more the size of the regular one.
What is that, champagne?
What
are you talking about? Magnum?
Bro, it was a Magnum size. It was a 1.75.
Oh, okay.
Bro, it was the handle.
Got it.
So that one was only a couple $100 more, and so that was way more alcohol, obviously.
So you guys did that,
bro. We got 3 of those, I think, and we had a lot of people, but we finished those so quick. Like everyone,
it was a $4,000 table.
Yeah, we were in the like in the front. But so when we were going originally, we were on the one behind us, and then the promoter was like, "Yo, like another $100 will get you guys one in front of you guys," which we literally got the best place in the house. But it was lit to say the least.
Wow,
it was very fun, very very fun. And but one thing that I do want to say is, whenever you get a table, whenever you have like supposed status, right, at a club, sure, maybe girls approach and stuff like that.
I was actually gonna ask you that. But what was the difference in that?
Of course, girls came, bro. Like you could have been a desk at a table and girls would have approached.
So literally, girls are like just coming. Are they just walking around the area?
No, I mean they just try to get in, and then like I guess the bouncer or stuff looks at you and says like approve or not approve, and you just like let them in or not. But here's the thing, bro. The table is what attracts them there.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I can be a piece of cardboard right there, and the girl would still come there. It doesn't matter who you are. That's the difference. So when a girl's there and they're talking to you, you don't know why they're there. the reason they're there is because of the table, right? But when you start talking to them and you're like, oh, maybe this girl's into me, you start thinking like, yo, is this girl actually into me? Or like, oh, they're here because of the table, you know? So
I mean,
it's kind of like a playoff.
I get you. You can't assume that they're all like that though. I mean,
no, I'm not, but it's hard to tell because
it's hard to tell
because as like someone that's just partying there and just trying to have a good time, you're not there to inspect. You're not inspecting gadgets.
But I think the lesson here is get a table, not for the fact that you think you're gonna go and like meet a girl or whatever.
Right,
just go because you're gonna go and have fun.
Yeah, but how are you having fun? If you go with just a bunch of guys, you're not gonna be just partying with guys. There's obviously girls there.
I know, but I'm saying like don't think that like just go and have fun.
Gonna happen.
Yeah,
no,
just go and have fun with them.
Yeah,
I mean,
but even Ted, let's just say.
Because let me tell you this.
But it's not about girls, but it's not about just girls.
Let me tell you. If it was a guy.
Let's just say it was like us. Right? Like, let's just say I had $1 billion to my name, Ted, right? And all of a sudden, yesterday, you became my best friend.
Yeah.
I would be very cautious of, are you my best friend because of the money?
So that's what I was going to say. Was okay, now imagine this. That forget that it was like girls approaching the table. Let's say it was a guy that didn't have the money to like, let's say, afford a table on his own, or didn't have like the money to like, or like the friends that wanted to chip in and get like a table. He didn't have a big party or whatever, and he just wanted to have fun. If it was a guy, you guys would say, "Nah, man, get out of here," right? But why would you like? I feel like why the guy's just there to have fun.
Yeah, but I mean, let's just be real.
So like, then that means that you guys wanted the same things from the girls than what they wanted. So like,
no, they don't want the same thing.
It's not like when you told those girls come through, you're like, oh yeah, come through. You're like my wife or something. Like maybe like you know what I mean.
I get it.
So they're there to have fun too.
No, I'm not. That's not my point. My point being is you don't know if they're there to.
They're there to have fun and use your table and alcohol.
Yeah,
so they're there for the alcohol mainly.
I get it, bro. For me, the idea of being used. Look, I use you, Teddy, and you use me. I use you for your friendship. You use me for my friendship. Okay, it's
the laughs.
It's a use situation. Okay,
nice.
I get it. Everyone uses everyone, but you have to understand there's a difference of being used. Like, I'm straight up with you of how or why I want to use you. Okay, pause. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like. You don't know, like, it's a perceived way of them coming at you, you know? Like, you don't know if they're trying to come party with you or if they're trying to look cool to other people that, oh, we're at a table. Like, I just don't like that. I hate the idea of being used and not knowing, or used and being tricked.
I get it. The whole table, I mean, I don't want to get too deep into it because it might offend some people.
Screw the table. Let's just say I got $1 billion yesterday, okay?
Yeah, cool.
And you became my friend.
Yeah.
I would be skeptical our entire friendship.
You gotta be cautious.
But if I were to get $1 billion tomorrow and I know you were my friend today, I wouldn't be, because I knew you were my friend before that.
Yeah, it's always like a
cautious and it's not about sleeping with women, bro. It's even about the friendship, the having the good time.
Yeah.
It still matters for me because I don't want to talk to you if your motive behind your head is different than what I'm thinking it is. You understand?
I get it, but you can't tell that in a single night at a club, especially when there's loud music. So that's what I'm saying. Go in with the motive, like I'm just here to have fun, whatever.
Screw it.
Yeah, just screw it.
Yeah, I guess.
Like you're there to have fun, get drunk, listen to good music, party. Like just put your hands in there and like that's it.
Yeah.
If it's a feel good kind of thing, but nonetheless, Vegas was lit.
Vegas was very good. Yeah.
Yeah. That's sick. We should, damn man. I wish we all did, like it was a weekend where we could have all gone.
For a minute, you were gonna come, right? You're gonna.
For a minute, we were thinking because we could have potentially not gone to Portland and then came to Vegas.
Were you gonna go to Portland like the week after or something?
Potentially, no, we wouldn't. We couldn't because it just because of school.
So the insurance that you got would refund you or what?
Yeah, for the whole amount of the trip. But then I think I might have had to give a reason as to why. And I don't know if Vegas cuts it, but anyway, I'm glad I went to Portland because it was like a more like one-on-one cozy kind of experience.
Vegas is something that
it's not going away.
Like that was like a special time for you guys. Yeah. But Vegas, we can go in like 2 months. It doesn't really matter.
No, definitely.
And we went there in winter, so it wasn't. And we went there in like it was supposed to be not even a lit weekend.
Summer will be sick. Yeah. Like summer tables at like MGM.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, but just to recap. where we're heading with vibes, what we're trying to do. We're just trying to get more and more guests, as many guests as we can. We actually did have a guest lined up for this week, but we rescheduled just because we kind of wanted to kind of regroup together and figure out and let you guys know where we're heading, what we're trying to do. And if you guys know anyone that you think would be a good fit to come on the show, definitely let us know. But other than that,
Christmas lights lit?
Yeah, I have a Christmas light necklace. I love Christmas, so I know it's a little early, but
when we're recording, it's still November 30th.
It's November 30th, yeah, but when it comes on, it's going to be like December already, so it's not that crazy.
You know, when we have a guest, this Christmas shoe's not going to be there because they're going to be sitting here. We'll put it right here.
We'll put it somewhere behind me because I love Christmas. I'll put it right here.
I love Christmas.
I don't know about that coffee machine. It kind of looks ugly behind me, but definitely put a Christmas tree up there.
This was a short podcast. I think people enjoy shorter podcasts because we're all slowly having the attention span of a squirrel because of social media. And so we want to keep it short. We want to keep it entertaining.
Short, sweet, and to the point. Please like this video.
The E is, and the B is covered.
That's cool. You guys know it's vibes, right?
Right.
It's not vibes. That would be sick. But anyway, guys, like this video, share it. Sharing would be cool. Subscribe, comment. If you guys know of any guests, we leave our email in the description box. Email us, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter @Vibes Podcast.
And
our iTunes is, or you go on our website, vibespodcast.com, and you can listen to all the previous episodes.
Vibespodcast.com leads directly to iTunes.
Yeah.
So you could just click that whenever you don't want to search on podcast.
You'll listen.
And leave us a review there, man. Leave us a review. We're definitely trying to get bigger. But shout out to Albert, who's sitting right there. I think he was episode 2 or 3?
3.
We're going to have him back on to what is he's been doing since, but he's a trooper. He stayed in the background without making any noises until we were done. So shouts out to him. there he is. And from the Vibes guys,
episode 12, we're hitting it strong, and we're gonna keep going, man. We're gonna haul through 2018.
All right, man.
Finishing up 2017 first.
Thanks for that motivation.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Welcome to all the new subs. Peace.